me click.
Hey, what is going on guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you an awesome squad builder from the French League, which costs me about 10 to 15k I think. Obviously player prices in this league are going to be a little bit more expensive at the moment because of that team of the season that's coming out today. A lot of people are going to want to make team of the season teams in this French League, but I'm basically just going to show you the most overpowered players which you can use to make a team to hopefully try and win that team of the season player in the team of the season cup. So I'll jump straight into the team. Basically the defence and goalkeeper here, you can change a lot of these players to sort of suit how you play or who you want. I've gone with this guy in goal just because he's really cheap. I picked him up. I mean, obviously he's not magnificent. He didn't really do anything special for me, to be honest. You could pick up someone else that's probably pretty cheap as well. Someone like Sirigu, I think he's still like under 1,000 coins, so you could definitely get him. I'd probably recommend him, but I've just gone with this guy because he's really cheap. Centre backs, I have gone with I don't even know how you pronounce his name. I think it's Umtiti. It's a bit of a weird name, to be honest. I feel sorry for that guy with a name like that. But anyway, I've gone for him and Nkulu at the back. They've both been really solid, to be fair. Obviously Nkulu here, he's not actually the tallest player for a centre back, only 5'11". But he's been really solid for me. Obviously he makes up for it with his pace, and he's also got decent defending stats. But yeah, you could change any of these centre backs here if you could afford, like David Luiz or anyone like that. I think Perrin, he's a pretty good player I've used in the past, or even Thiago Silva. Well, I think he's pretty cheap at the moment. He's like, from what I can remember, he's about 15k or something at the moment. So if you have a bit more money to spend, you should probably try out those players. They'd be a lot more solid at centre back, but these guys have worked fine for me so far. Right back, I have got Raphael. He's pretty solid. You know that there are other players you can put at right back, like Van der Wiel. I think he's pretty decent, but I've gone with this guy. He's pretty solid, 80 pace, and has also got good defending stats as well and physical stats. Left back is the same as well. I've gone with Bedemo. You could get someone like Kazawa, who's a little bit quicker than Bedemo, but they're both very similar players. Centre defensive mid, I have gone with Diaby. He only cost me 700 coins, but he's actually been really solid for me so far. He's 6 foot, I think he's 6'4", yeah, 6'4". So he's basically going to win everything in the air. His lowest stat is 71, and that's his shooting. So he's a really good all-round player for 700 coins. You can't really go wrong with this guy. You should definitely pick him up, stick him in centre defensive mid, and just let him boss that midfield. Anyway, the two players in front of him, I have gone with Pastore and Verratti. They're both still pretty cheap, these players. I picked them up for about 1.5k, 1.6k, but they're really solid players. They both got really good passing stats. Pretty tall, Pastore is, so he's going to win a lot of headers as well. This guy's a lot smaller, but that doesn't really matter too much. Obviously he's got good passing, good defending. So they're both really solid players in the centre and midfield. In playing in front of them, I've gone with Valbuena. He's probably my second favourite centre attacking mid in this league after Di Maria, but obviously Di Maria is a bit more expensive. So I've gone with this guy. He's really quick, as you can see, 86 pace, 83 dribbling, and has got good passing stats as well, 80 passing. And yeah, he's been really solid for me so far. And then my strikers, two of my favourite strikers actually that I like, cheap players. Probably in FIFA 16 actually, just because, you know, of how good they're. I'll just say these players are really overpowered, to be honest. Obviously Bovu here, 89 pace, 80 dribbling, 78 shooting, 70 passing. He's got great all-round stats. He's also got high medium work rate, as well as 3-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. So he's definitely a really good player. He's going to get you lots of goals. I think I've done like a video on him before, when I showed like you guys the most overpowered players, which I've played with in the past, and I think he was one of them. This guy as well, he'd definitely be in that video if I made it again. Braithwaite, he's probably even better than Bovu, to be honest, in terms of like his stats and the goals he scores as well. Like he's got 89 pace, 81 dribbling, so he's very similar in pace to Bovu. A bit better shooting and a bit better passing, and he's also a lot stronger, 77 physical. He's also got high-low work rates, which is really useful. Obviously, he's not going to come back as much, which you don't want on your strikers. You want them to stay up the top of the pitch and make runs and stuff, which he's going to do. Definitely pick him up, go and try him out, and hopefully you can win that team of the season cup with this guy. But anyway, that's the team, guys. I'll run you through the player instructions quickly, which I tend to have on this team, just because, you know, the right backs and left backs aren't the quickest and best, and the centre backs aren't the best players, to be honest, either. Obviously they're solid, but they're pretty cheap. So I like to have my right backs on stay back while attacking in this case, just because just to basically keep the defence solid, so you're conceding fewer goals. In teams where you play with better right backs and left backs, I usually just have them on balance so that they can join in with the attacks. But yeah, that's just how I prefer to play with defenders that aren't like the best. In terms of this guy who sits in front of the defence, I like to have him on basically balanced defence, but stay back while attacking, on his attacking support thing. Centre mids, I have them on everything on balanced basically, and then on centre attacking mid I also have everything on balanced. And as for my strikers, you can really choose how you want to play this, because these guys they'll basically suit your play, depending on how you like change their instructions. So if you want them to sort of get in behind, then they'll get in behind all the time if that's the way you play. Or if you want them to, I don't know, come short all the time, if that's the way you play, then go for it. But I usually just have this on balanced, just so that they're not always doing the same thing all the time. Sometimes I have one of them on getting behind, the other one come short or something, but yeah, I just tend to have them on balanced. But anyway, that's today's video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Good luck trying to win that team of the season player if you're going for it, and then if not, just you can make this team, give it a go. And yeah, I think it's doing pretty well for me in Division 2 at the moment. I've tried it out and it's been going pretty well. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to leave a like if you have, and subscribe for more daily FIFA content, and I will see you in the next video.